If you want to move to Japan, if you're trying to move to Japan now, or you're considering moving to Japan, you need to watch this video. There are people in Japan with whole master's degrees, and the only job they can really get is English teaching. And they're only making an equivalent of $1,200 to $1,300 US a month. They are broke, they are miserable, and a lot of them are leaving Japan. And not only is the pay shitty, the benefits aren't that good. They have to deal with power harassment. They have to deal with bullying from their Japanese colleagues. They have to deal with racism from other foreigners working at the job, and badass kids. Some of them have 20 to 25 students in their class, and they have to kind of try to wrangle them by themselves. Prime example, one of my friends works 6 days a week. She has 2 jobs, a full-time job and a part-time job, and it's because she is not making hardly any money. She has debt and bills she has to pay back home on top of trying to provide for herself here. Mind you, this person is very well educated. She's dating a Japanese man, also speaks fluent Japanese, and she's been living in Japan for over 8 years. And that is the reality that a lot of foreigners in Japan are going through. They're not making any money, and that's why a lot of them are leaving. And the only reason I'm talking about this is because my DMs are flooded, as well as my comments, of people saying, I want to move to Japan. How do I move to Japan? I want to live in Japan. And you can live here. This is not to discourage you from moving here. This is just to give you a reality check. Japan is not perfect. Moving to Japan will not solve all your issues. And like I said, a lot of people that move here end up eventually leaving after a few years because they realize all they can do is teach English. And even if you're bilingual, like my friend, you most likely are not going to get a bilingual job because these companies say they're looking for someone bilingual, but they're going to hire a Japanese person over you who speaks fluent Japanese. And by bilingual, that Japanese person probably only speaks a sliver of English. So these are the things you need to carefully consider before moving here. I'm going to make this a series just talking about life in Japan, the real of living in Japan, and what to expect. I also have some exciting projects coming up where you will be hearing from other expats living here and their experiences and what they feel. So stay tuned.